Okay, so today I'm doing my video journal assessment on the elbow. Today I'm going to be running through a few movements and tests with Lou here, and yes, let's get started. So Lou, you've come to see me today for some elbow pain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering if it is okay if we can run through some movements.
Yeah.
So first of all, I'm going to get you to perform those movements.
Mm-hmm.
And just let me know if there's any pain or discomfort throughout those today. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
That's fine.
Okay, so could I please get you standing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first movement, for the purpose of the video, I will name what they are. So elbow flexion. So Lou, could you please bring your hands up like this?
Yeah.
I'm also going to be applying some overpressure with the active movements just to test between the physiological range and the anatomical range of the joint, just so I can have a feel of the in and feel with these movements. So just going to apply a bit of pressure. Pain and discomfort there?
No.
Pain and discomfort?
No.
Okay, great. So the next movement is elbow extension, so extending the elbows back.
Mm-hmm.
Again, going to come in and apply some pressure.
Yep.
Any pain and discomfort there?
No.
Pain and discomfort?
No.
Okay. Next movement, if you could please have your elbows up by your side, thumbs pointing to the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be doing some supination, so which is turning your palms to the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in to apply some overpressure. Any pain and discomfort there?
No.
Any pain and discomfort there?
No.
Okay, so also the next movement will be pronation, so palms facing the floor. Coming in to apply some overpressure. Pain and discomfort?
No.
Yeah. Pain and discomfort?
No, that's fine.
Okay, great. So the purpose of those movements for the active range is to test the contractile structures, including muscles, tendons, and the nerve supply. Also the joint, as well as inert tissue, which is the joint, so joint capsule, ligament, cartilage, and whatnot. So that was all for the active range. Moving on to passive range now, which will be taking away the non-contractile structures of the movement. So really just testing the joint, so the joint capsule, inert tissue. Instead of Lou running through those movements herself, I'm going to be putting her in those positions. So Lou, is that okay if I put you through some movements today to be testing elbow pain? That's okay?
Yep.
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to passively put Lou into some elbow flexion. So please relax for me, and I'll take you through the movements. So flexion, any pain and discomfort there? Okay, next one. Feel okay?
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to passive extension. Pain and discomfort?
No.
Pain and discomfort?
No.
I'm also feeling for the end feel while I'm doing these movements as well. Even though there might be pain, I'm trying to have a feel of what the end feel feels like. So next movement, you'll be supination. So just relax for me, please, as much as you can. Pain and discomfort?
No.
Pain and discomfort?
No.
So pronation now. Any pain or discomfort?
No.
Pain or discomfort?
No.
Okay, so they were all the passive range of movements for the elbow. Now moving on to active resisted. So this will involve no movement at the joint whatsoever to be testing for contractile tissue and nerve supply of the muscle in the elbow region. So Lou, this time I'm going to come in and apply some pressure, and I don't want you to let me move you while we're going through these movements. Is that going to be okay?
That's fine.
Okay, so first of all,
Do you want me standing or sitting?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yep.
Just standing's fine.
Yep.
So we have been.
Yep.
So first of all, if you could have your arms just below 90 degrees. So coming into some resisted movement flexion. So don't let me move you. And it's important that you also count to 5 because we are grading the strength of the muscle here to 5 as well. 5. Okay, same side. So don't let me move you. 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. So again, so now pushing, don't let me move you. 3, 4, 5. Don't let me move you. 3, 4, 5. So coming in for supination. So don't let me move you. 4, 5. Okay, so don't let me move you. 5. Opposite now, so don't let me move you. 4, 5. And don't let me move you. 3, 4, 5. Also with the active resisted for elbow, we incorporate the wrist just because there's overlapping muscles that innervate the area. So this time with the wrist, so don't let me move you. Yeah. Don't let me move you. Okay, great. 5 aside. Don't let me move you. And don't let me move you. 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. So they are all the range of movement exercises for today. Now I'm going to be moving on to special tests. So the first one will be the Mills test. So the purpose of the Mills test is to be testing for possible lesion on the wrist extensor tendon. So this time, Lou, I'm just going to be putting you through some positions. I'm going to be testing some possible issues happening at the elbow.
Yep.
Is that okay?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, so first one, as I just said, the Mills test. So I'm going to be palpating the lateral epicondyle. Yeah. I'm going to get Lou to be tucking in her fingers, having the thumb out. So I'm going to be extending the elbow and flexing the wrist. How's that feel?
Yeah.
Any pain or discomfort there?
No.
So a positive test would involve pain or reproduced symptoms. Okay, so palpating lateral epicondyle, fingers coming in, thumb pointing out. So I'm going to be also pronating the forearm, extending the elbow, and flexing the wrist. Okay, any pain and discomfort there?
It's fine.
Okay, great. The next special test is called a golfer's elbow test. So this time I'm going to be testing the wrist flexor tendons this time. So coming in, going to be palpating the medial epicondyle, tucking fingers in, thumb out, forearm is supinated, and going to extend the wrist and elbow.
Yep.
Any pain or discomfort there?
No, it's fine.
Okay, coming on to test the opposite side now. So palpating the medial epicondyle, tucking the fingers in, some pointing out. Forearm is supinated, extending of the wrist and the elbow. Any pain or discomfort there?
No.
Okay, great. Next test today is called a valgus instability test. So the purpose of the valgus instability test is to be testing the medial collateral ligaments of the elbow. A positive test would elicit a bit of laxity in that area and reproduction of pain. So, Lou, could I please get you to lay down? And I'm just going to run through this valgus instability test with you.
Yeah.
Is that going to be okay?
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so supporting the elbow, standing to the side. I'm just going to be placing some pressure through the joint, just to see if there's any laxity. You can see any laxity there. And it feels okay. Any pain or discomfort with that one?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Same again this side. stabilising the joint, applying some pressure. Any pain, discomfort while I'm doing that?
No, that's fine.
Okay, and that one also looks intact as well. So they are the 3 special tests that for the elbow. Now I'm going to be moving on to myotomes and dermatomes, which is testing the spinal nerve root that innervates myotomes for the muscle, that innervates the muscle, and dermatomes for the skin, so the cutaneous supply. So moving on to myotomes. Lou, is it okay if I get you to sit on the bed for me?
Yeah.
I'm just going to run through a few tests again with you. Is that okay?
Sure.
Yep. Okay, so first I'm just going to be applying a bit of pressure to the upper limb areas. Just don't let me move you as well. Okay, so don't let me move you. Also, it's important to count to 5 as well for this test. 5. So the purpose of myotomes is to be testing, again, muscle strength to see if there's any weakness or spasming as well. So Lou, don't let me move you. And just cover that. 5. Okay, so 1, 2. Don't let me move you. 5. Well, don't let me move you. 3, 4, 5. Okay, don't let me move you. 3, 4, 5. Liz, I just wanted to get you to be placing your arms in this position. And I'm just going to come over you and apply some pressure.
Yep.
So don't let me move you.
Yep.
Okay. Next one will be wrist flexion and extension. So don't let me move you. 5. Don't let me move you. 3, 4, 5. What's that? Don't let me move you. Don't let me move you. 3, 4, 5. Next one, testing thumbs here. So if you could just have your arms out, I'm going to come in and apply some pressure. Thumb area. So don't let me move you. 5. Don't let me move you. 3, 4, 5. Last one, false fingers. So Lou, I'm just going to come in and be lacing my fingers with yours. I'm going to be applying some pressure either side. So just try to resist my movement, please. So resist my movement. 3, 4, 5. Opposite way. Resist my movement. 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. So those were the myotome tests. Next, I'm going to be testing dermatomes. So it's the spinal nerve roots that innervate the cutaneous supply.
Yep.
So Lou, I'm going to be testing soft and sharp today. Is it okay if I get you to roll your sleeves up for me, please?
Sure.
Just for the purpose of this test. Just going to be placing this on your chest there, just to make sure you can actually feel that, and you can tell me what it feels like. So, can you feel that?
Yeah.
Does that feel soft?
Yeah.
Okay, great. For the remainder of the test today, is it okay if you close your eyes?
Sure.
And I'll just be asking you a few questions throughout. So, can you feel that? Does that feel soft? Same on both sides?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you feel that? Can you feel that? Does it feel soft? Same on both sides?
Yeah.
Can you feel that? Does that feel soft? Same on both sides?
Yeah.
Can you feel that? Does that feel soft? Same on both sides? Can you feel that? Does that feel soft? Same on both sides?
Yeah.
Okay, Lou, so if you could open your eyes for me, please. So that was testing the soft structures. Now I'm going to be testing, see if you can feel any sharp today.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to be using this pin, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so first again, I'm just going to be testing centrally. So can you feel that?
Yeah.
Does that feel sharp?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So for the remainder of the test, could you please close your eyes?
Yep.
Okay, so Can you feel that?
Mhm.
Does that feel sharp?
Yep.
Same on both sides?
Yep.
Can you feel that? Does that feel sharp? Same on both sides?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Can you feel that? Does that feel sharp? Same on both sides?
Mhm.
Yeah? Can you feel that? Does that feel sharp? Same on both sides?
Yep.
Can you feel that? Does that feel sharp? Same on both sides?
Mhm.
Okay, great. So if you could please open your eyes.
Mhm.
That is the end of our test today. So that concludes the video journal assessment for the elbow. Thank you for participating today, Lou.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks.